Okay guys, we gotta have a real conversation. This is different from all of my videos, but this one's super important. What's the difference between rough sex and love making? And let me tell you, when you don't understand the difference, you can destroy your relationship. I have seen divorces happen because a man didn't know the difference, and I do not want that to happen to you. So let's get into it. Okay, I just want to tell you the truth about what happens to a woman when a man just gives her rough sex, but also what happens when a guy is just making love. And I know this may sound so stupid, but I'm gonna try to explain this in the best way I can so that you really understand it, because just doing one or the other is really detrimental. And so let's just get right into this. Love making, obviously, I think it's obvious, but when you're very sweet, you're passionate, you're very gentle with her body, you're touching her very sensually, you're touching her hair, you're letting her body know that she is so loved by you, and she needs to feel that. She needs to feel like she is your princess. You know, I have my sensual touch where I teach you exactly where to touch her, and it's in the comment section, it's in the description. But there are things that you can do when you're at a restaurant and just holding on to her thigh, or when you're walking through a door and holding the lower part of her back, or just coming into her neck and just snuggling into her and just smelling her neck and just going, God, you smell so beautiful. This is so powerful, and this makes a woman feel so loved by you. And that is the most important thing, is when a woman feels loved by her man, she wants to give her all. She wants to give everything to him. She actually wants to please him in the bed. She wants to respect him outside of the bedroom. But when you are consistently making love to her, what you are telling her is, you matter to me. I love you dearly and deeply. I would do anything for you, and you are the queen of my heart. When a woman feels this from a man, this is the ultimate high than you can ever imagine, more than an Hermes bag or any of the other bullshit that society says is important. But let's be honest, she still needs you to put it down on her. You're like, whoa, Erica, that was a big change. Yes, here is the thing. When we talk about that rough sex, the problem is when a man marries a woman, he puts her on the pedestal, and it's the mother of his kids, and he forgets that she's still a wild savage. She's still a warrior that still wants to be mother freaking conquered. And if you're not putting it on her body right, then guess what? The sex is going to get what? Boring. And I know a wife is not going to tell you that, and I know she's not going to tell you that, because they come and tell me that. They come and tell me about the trashy sex that they're having with their husbands because the husbands aren't putting it down on them like they used to, and that's what she needs. I told you this story before, but I had one girlfriend say that she was just like, oh, I just wish that sometimes he would just come home and just... And that's reality. We live in a world of polarity. We don't just want all of one thing or all the other. You need the combination of both. Now, I'm gonna tell you the story of where the guy got this severely wrong and he lost his wife and everything that came with that. The reality is she still needs that naughty side. She needs to still feel like she is a dirty girl underneath all that sweetness that she shows to everybody else. She still wants to be your dirty girl. And I have my erotic power positions, and I show you 25 naughty positions to put her ass in when you're making love to her, so that you can have some of this fun, wild, rough sex. But you need both. So here is story time. Comment, we need both. So here's the story. The guy was really good at giving his girl very rough sex, but he wasn't so good at the lovemaking. He's one of those selfish lovers who just wanted to get in, come, and then not really make his girl feel loved. After many years of this, even talking to him about this, he never learned how to make love to her, which is why that sensual touch is super important. The erotic power positions, of course, is fun, but the sensual touch is necessary. He wasn't doing that. He lost his girl and everything that comes with a family. So the reality is, you gotta have both. And when you can give her both, I always say it's like the unicorn, because either men are really good at one or they're not so good at the other. And my darling, you can do both. You can give her that beautiful lovemaking, but you can also give it to her rough so that she still feels like that warrior lady. But mixing it up is imperative. So listen, here's a video that Facebook, one of these sides, thinks that you should watch. Know that I got your back. I love you guys, and I have videos coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I'll see you there. Take care.